Hey everyone, it's Brock Cannon here, the founder of Prevail Botanicals, and on today's video, I want to answer a very common question that we get all the time, and that is, if I'm taking CBD oil or other CBD products, can I fail a drug test? Everybody's super worried about that. Fully realize that a lot of people are in government jobs, they're in school system jobs where they're actually drug tested regularly, or just big companies that still test regularly. So let's just get it out right now. Basically, when a drug test is administered for marijuana, what that's actually looking for is THC, which is the component in cannabis that actually creates that high feeling. So since CBD is not actually the same as THC, you would think technically there's no way you can fail that. However, let's clear up the confusion because there's so many different types of CBD oil. This is our full spectrum CBD oil, and what full spectrum means is that this basically has taken all the parts of the plant. Now, we use CBD oil from the industrial hemp plant, which is kind of like cannabis's cousin. And the way that this plant is bred is so that it is less than 0.003% THC, but it does have just that tiny amount in here in order to create what's called the entourage effect, which is going to give the body the most benefit synergistically working together. Now, so let's just basically say, to be safe, if you are really worried about losing your job, if you're really worried about a very minor chance of THC actually showing up on that drug test, and if you're taking a lot of CBD, and I'm not talking about like a half a milliliter or 1 milliliter a day, I'm talking maybe you're taking like 5 or 10 milliliters a day, there could be that very small 1% chance that you would actually fail a drug test if you were taking a full spectrum CBD oil. But, would I do it? I don't know. I don't know if I would risk it. I've never been in that position. What you may want to consider instead is a CBD isolate if you are drug tested regularly. Now, a CBD isolate has 0% THC, but it doesn't have the other beneficial cannabinoids in the blend. And so typically, CBD isolates are cheaper. They don't typically work quite as well synergistically in the body. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is CBD salves, because this can be a great alternative. If you're just looking for topical pain relief, if your muscles are sore, if you have arthritis, if you have a sore neck, if you have a sore back, anything like that, a CBD salve is basically formulated like ours is, so that you just rub it right on the area of pain, and it only goes to the muscular layers. It does not penetrate into the bloodstream. So it is technically impossible to fail a drug test if you are using a CBD salve, even a full spectrum oil-based CBD salve, because again, it's not going into the bloodstream, it's only going to those sore layers of the muscle. So that's super cool. So you may want to consider taking something like that. We've been in business for over a year, and we've had dozens and dozens of government workers and people who are drug tested regularly who have never had an issue. So that's a nice thing. Now, I want to just also warn you, though, that a CBD salve is not the same as a CBD transdermal cream. The transdermal creams do penetrate the bloodstream, and if it's a full spectrum transdermal cream, you may want to also avoid that if you're drug tested regularly. But you have options. Again, if you are drug tested and you're super worried, just don't risk it. Don't take a full spectrum CBD oil. Maybe look at taking an isolate instead. But hopefully the laws are changing and the times are changing as well, where for very trace amounts of THC, which this has very little, hopefully these drug tests will start to go away over time as it becomes more and more legal in more nations throughout the world, which is exciting. So use caution. But also, don't be so scared, you guys. It is such a trace amount of THC in most full-spectrum CBD oils that there's really a very minimal chance, usually like a 1% chance that anything's actually going to happen. So that's it. I hope this video has been valuable. If it has, share it with your friends and family who are curious about CBD oil. And if you feel like checking out our products, go to prevailbotanicals.com. Thanks so much, you guys, and have a great day.